Hey YouTube, uh, started this video a couple of times, but I thought I better get it done before too much longer. Some of you may not realize, but in the near future, 2025, there is going to be some e-bike regulations that come out that's going to shake up the industry, and hopefully they grandfather some of the stuff in so those of you that have bikes that don't meet their specifications can still ride on the trails. But it looks like they're going to adopt the European standards for e-bikes. If you read the proposal, there's 3 or 4 times where they mention the European standard. The European standard used to be 20 miles an hour and now is 15.5 miles per hour for a Class 1 e-bike. Class 2 doesn't really exist in Europe per se unless you're disabled. So basically what they want to do is make a Class 1 e-bike. They're talking about either adopting the whole standard for Europe or parts of it. The proposed rules are open for comments from the general public, me and you. And so far, they've been opened, I think, since February. There's been 203 comments, and the ones I read basically said, yeah, there needs to be regulation. And some of them weren't even e-bike riders. There were people that have had a incident or incidents with e-bike riders on the roadway. It looks like it's going to be pretty strict. It's going to be Class 1 e-bike, 15 miles an hour, no throttles. Anything that doesn't meet those classifications as an e-bike will be classified as a moped or a motorized vehicle, which will take you off any of these trails around here. None of the trails in Michigan are open to motor vehicles. You would have to go ride the UTV and the ATV trails or mountain bike trails that are designed for motorized vehicles. Yeah, because if they classify Class 2 and Class 3 as motorized vehicles, is going to make a lot of bikes unusable for most people. And the reason is they're saying that those bikes, the reason is deaths, how many deaths there has been in recent years on e-bikes, scooters. They call them, what did they call it? Miniature mobilized vehicles. I don't remember the exact terminology, but basically they grouped scooters, e-bikes, and there was 4 things grouped in there. There was 230 deaths over the last 4 or 5 years, and it started in 2017, went to 2022. There was no e-bike deaths in 2017, but every year thereafter, the number of reported deaths, have been growing as the e-bike became more popular. And most of the reports are for stupid stuff, going too fast for the trail conditions, or not paying attention, or distracted, or hit by a car. Yeah, some of them are hit by cars. You would think that almost every e-bike that you can buy today has lights. You would think that the problem would be less now than it was previously for bikes, but that's what they're saying. Unfortunately, e-bikes are going to get regulated. They're coming. It's open for comments right now. It's under the Consumer Protection Act. You need to get on that website and write a comment for, against, whatever, which way you want to go. But the more comments they have, the more guidance they'll have for what the people want. Now, I'm not saying they're going to use any comments in their rulemaking, but they may say, well, this makes sense and this doesn't. but I'm pretty sure that my experience when dealing with government and rulemaking is, in the end, they're authoritarians. They have the power. They don't happen to listen to any of us and can make the changes. So I'd like to think they were autocratic and would listen to the suggestions, but I think you're living a pipe dream if you actually think our voices count for much. Yeah, so that's the reasoning behind it, is the growing number of deaths. They're also talking about regulating how old you can be to ride an e-bike. It's going to go from some states already have that regulation. I'm not sure what it is in Michigan, but I think I remember seeing something about 14 years old. But in the federal rulemaking, they're saying 16 should be the legal age to ride an e-bike. So that may be coming, and if it is, that's going to piss a lot of kids off that use their e-bikes to get back and forth to school or whatever. But yeah, the very first comment on the comment page was they thought that e-bikes should be regulated as motorized vehicles with being registered and insured. Now, most of you may have insurance on your e-bikes, or some of you for theft, but how many of you have damage waivers on your insurance policy? They would like to see that you have to have damage insurance on your e-bike. Yeah. So basically, it's looking like class 2 and 3 will be regulated to motor vehicles. Class 1 will still be an e-bike. It'll be modified class 1. In the United States, currently, class 1 is considered any bike without a throttle and does not go over 20 miles an hour. With the new regulation, that would be changed to any bike without a throttle and 15 miles an hour, or 15.5 or 25 kilometers. I said 2 or 3 years ago it was coming, and here it is. These rules are meant to take effect in 2025 when they do the final draft. It'll be posted on their website and comments will be closed. So get on the website. It's Consumer Protection Agency. Get on their website, type in their e-bike, look under rules, proposed rules, look under search for e-bikes, and it wasn't hard to find, and you can read the whole proposal on itself. If you want to know about the death certificate, where they evaluated how many bike accidents there were, how many deaths were involved, how many injuries, no, that is on their website too. It's pretty in-depth. It's a long read, and I hope you guys get on their website and comment. But that being said, I've been on my high horse for 10 minutes because my light just went off. So get on there, look at the regulations, take your input from it. But that's what I've come to the conclusion is they're looking at the European standard. 15 miles an hour is going to be the limit for an e-bike. Currently, most of my rides are above 15 miles an hour. So, hey. That being said, enjoy your bike rides. Get on that website, check it out, and decide what your voice is. Put your comments on the site and let people know what you think about it all. Have a great day.